Hello there, today we are going to discuss about vocabulary questions in reading comprehension. To answer a vocabulary question, it is of course helpful if you know the meaning of the word that is being tested. However, it is not always necessary for you to know the meaning of the word. Often there are skills that you can use to help you find the correct answer to the question. How? First is finding definition from structural clues. The second is determining meanings from word parts. The third is using context clues to determine meanings. However, today we are going to focus on number 1 and number 2. To determine the meaning of a word in the reading section of the paper TOEFL test, it is possible that the passage provides information about the meaning of the word. That there are structural clues to tell you that the definition of a word is included in the passage. First, let's identify the question. If you read a question like this, what is the meaning of X in line 2? X is a word. The word X in line 3 is closest in meaning to the word X in line 4 could best be replaced by, and you may try to answer the question using structural clues, if any. So what are types of structural clues? The first is punctuation, such as comma, parenthesis, dashes like this, or even like this. And the next is restatement, such as or, that is, in other words, i.e., or examples such as for example and e.g. So if you read any of these clues like such as, for example, or e.g., they might give you some clues to understand the meaning of a word. And where to find the answer? The answer is found after the types of clues such as punctuation clue, the restatement clue, or the example clues. How to answer the question? First, find the word in the passage. Locate any structural clues. Read the part of the passage after the structural clue carefully, and eliminate any definitely wrong answers and choose the best answer from the remaining choices. In point 1 and 2, you need to scan the text using the keyword that we have discussed in our previous class. Now here's the example. Now let's go straight to the question. In behaviorism in line 2, a psychologist is concerned with, let's say line 2. This is line 1, line 2. If the question asks you to find in line more than 5, you can use this to help you. This is line 5 and this is line 10. But for this question, it is in line 2, so it is right here, behaviorism. So check out if there are any structural clues. You see here, this is a dash. It is also a structural clue. Next, read the words or the sentence after the structural clue. So it is said, it is written, the belief that the goal of the psychologist is to study behavior which is observable rather than conscious or unconscious thought, which is not. So behaviorism is a behavior which is observable. Behavior is also the same as action. So the best answer to this question is C. The next example. Next question is positive reinforcement in line 8. So in line 8, if this is line 5, this is 6, 7, 8. Positive reinforcement. And see if there is a structural clue after that. You see here, this is also a structural clue, for example, such as. And then read the next words, the words after structural clue. Praise, food, or money. So that is positive reinforcement. Then the best answer to this question is a reward. So now the next is to answer vocabulary question by determining meanings from word parts. To determine the meaning of a word in the reading section of the paper TOEFL test, it is sometimes possible to determine the meaning of the word by studying the word parts. What does it mean? So this is a short list of word parts. Just 4 examples for you. If you read a part of the word contra, for example, in contrast, so it has a part of the word contra, it means against. And then if you read malcontent, it has a part of the word mal, it means bad. Same as, so malcontent is, it is something to do with a bad content. Or malfunction, it means the function is bad. And for miss, such as mistake, it has something to do with error or incorrect things, such as misunderstanding. So the understanding is wrong or error or incorrect, and so on. However, in decade, such as decade, it means for 10. Decade is 10 years. What about December? December also has a part of the word with dec. Well, actually, if you have read about the information of Julian calendars long time ago, December was not on the 12th month. It was on the 10th month. But you may read this history in Google after this. But I want to tell you that in December means 10, not 12. Okay, that's it. If you have more question about list of word parts, I will give you more examples in our group discussion for the list. However, in the text or in the reading comprehension test, this is the example. Now, the word vividly in line 5 is closest in meaning to. Let's see, line 5, vividly. Here it goes. So, if you check the previous slide, vividly, fifth. Let's see here, fifth. For example, revive or vivid, it means live or alive, something to do with that. So, vividly here, something to do with life. In a cultured way, in a correct way, in a lifelike way. So, here's the best one. Another example. Look at the word misspelled in line 6. Misspelled in line 6. This is line 5, line 6. There it goes. This word is closest in meaning to. Remember, miss is wrong or incorrect. So let's find it. It's in B. That's it. For more list of word parts, I will give you in our group discussion. Thank you very much. Goodbye.